Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Play Parasite Eve 2. I'm your host, Alexander Frost, and this is episode 18. Now, like I said, I don't normally cut between videos like this. Normally, I, make my way to a save point, but I'm feeling lucky today. I'm feeling kind of lucky, although I should probably make an interim save somewhere. Just to be on the safe side, So, we finally cleaned up Dryfield. It is clean, it is safe, there are no more enemies left, so before we return to the shelter, let's go check up on Pierce. Now, a good question someone asked me, not the last video, but the video before. Where was Kyle? Or more specifically, where did he get that huge gun? Why didn't Pierce have a gun? And I believe someone asked me another question. I do not remember it off the top of my head. Well, also, there was something along the lines of, what was it? I don't remember. But, question one, where did Kyle get his gun? Well, I can only assume that the Parasite Eve universe operates on the principle of hammer space, putting large objects into small places. In case in point, I am wearing a set of tactical armor. In the real world, it would only hold ammunition and other small items, but in-game, as you can see here, it is capable of holding an entire assault rifle, complete with grenade launchers. Not only that, the pockets on Aya's clothing, she does not appear to be wearing... Let me back up a little. Look at her. It doesn't look like she's wearing any extra vests, or pockets, or anything like that. So by all accounts, there is no way that she should be able to hold 3 extra bottles, 700 plus bullets, 20 grenades, and all of those shotgun shells. And yet, there it is. She can. I can only assume that Kyle operates on the same function, and that he had an M4 with a pike attachment just sitting in his inventory. Although that begs the question, where does a private eye get a hold of military-grade equipment? Second question, why didn't Pierce bring a gun with him to Dryfield? Simple answer, my friends. Simple answer. Pierce is an idiot. No, he's not an idiot. Well, he is kind of an idiot. Pierce doesn't like guns. As Jody said way back in like episode 2 or 3. I forget which. Or perhaps it was episode 1, I don't remember. Pierce attempted to load a 44 revolver with 9mm parabellum rounds. But he was so inexperienced with weapons that he didn't know he couldn't do that. So, yeah, Pierce just has no love for guns in any way, shape, or form. Kind of ironic, considering that he is the master of the firing range. I don't get it. I don't understand this man. Pierce, why do you not like guns? Explain this to me. No? You have nothing else to say? Okay, fine. You know what? I'm leaving. I'm done with you. You could stay up here and enjoy the night breeze. Dryfield's safe, by the way. You can go back to the motel and rest. Or whatever. Oh wait, I want to go this way. This way is fastest way back to shelter. And I think the other question was something to the effect of, isn't it possible... Yes, isn't it possible that Kyle could have dropped his weapon somewhere else? That it could have fallen down the shaft with him? Or, he could have dropped it before being knocked down the shaft, and that the Blizzard Chaser would have grabbed him. Well, I can point out a few flaws in that. First of all, the only way into the mine that we could see was that long tunnel that we ran through. So that means the Blizzard Chaser would have had to have slipped in after Kyle, but before we got to it, during that huge fight with the Desert Chasers. Which I don't think is feasible in any way, shape, or form. So the Desert Chaser would have had to have gotten in somewhere else and waited in the cabins. Secondly, when Kyle got hit, I'm assuming he had his gun in his hand. In order for him to have dropped it, in order for him to have dropped it, and then it be picked up by someone else. Am I supposed to be here? I'm on autopilot right now, and I shouldn't be. Totally going the wrong way, but I'll take the opportunity to think. In order for Kyle to have dropped his gun, his first reflex when being hit with enough force to be knocked down was for his hands to open. Now, it might be possible that that's exactly what happened, but if he had his finger inside the trigger guard, and I'm willing to bet that he did, on the off chance that he would run into an NMC, the gun would have still been hooked in his hand, and it would have fallen with him. So, I'm thinking no. He wasn't hit and the gun fell down. I'm thinking it got knocked down the shaft with him, according to his story. Which I think is bullshit anyways. As for the jumper plug, you know, I don't know. I got nothing on that. I can't think of a logical explanation as to why the the Blizzard Chaser, which turned into a zombie chaser, could possibly have had the jumper plug in him. I don't understand it. Wait. Yes, I do. I do. ANMCs, as clearly demonstrated by Bowman, are living... What was that, Aya? Why did you glitch? Anyways, ANMCs, as demonstrated by Bowman, were once human beings. Now, I'm not sure about all ANMCs, given their size, but I'm willing to bet creatures like the mossbacks, the brutes, the bog divers, and the desert chasers were once human, based on their form, or I should say their mass and size. So the Blizzard Chaser was likely a human too. I'm willing to bet that the Blizzard Chaser worked in the mines. More specifically, he worked in the Miner's Refuge, which would explain why he had a jumper plug on him. Haha. Of course, that begs the question, why would he keep the jumper plug on him and not anything else? The only thing I can think of is that it was embedded in his skin somehow, or perhaps he even swallowed it, which sounds entirely unpleasant. No, I need to go up a floor. Or down a floor, I forget what... No, down a floor, I missed one. I went too high! This is where I need to go, and this area is unlocked now. Now let the fire finish you off. No, I don't want to waste it. Uh-oh. Yeah, I should have just used combustion. Did you light one of your buddies on fire? I think you did. That was awesome. I'll take it. There, fully healed. Fully healed and loving it. Now, is this unlocked? Oh, good. Hey, this is clear? Yes. So now we can go up to the lab. The lab. Listen to me, being all smart and shit. I can make my way through the breeding rooms. That's what I meant to say. Alright. I know there are enemies here. Are you having a good time swinging by your mouth? Does that make you happy? What's in here? Yes, that creature, I don't know if I've actually done anything for it yet. Let me see if I can get a better view of one. Okay, that was unusual. For some reason, these things, these Sucklercephs, they have an odd tendency to just kind of glitch themselves out and vanish sometimes. I don't know why they do that. It's weird, but I'm not going to question it. What the hell? Okay, that is... I don't remember what that is, but it's not good. It's definitely a stranger by the shape of its head. Okay, ow! That creature that just swiped at me is a malformed version of a brute. Okay, you know what? Wait, what is that that's moving towards me? Yeah, they only take swings at you if you're close enough, but you know what? I'm just gonna burn down the lot of you. That was creepily human sounding of them, wasn't it? And they only give me back 5... Ugh, what a rip. What a rip! Wait, don't I have that cola? Yeah, I do, but I'm not going to use it right now. Wait. Yes, I am. And I'm gonna... I'll show you why. There's a very good logical reason why. Okay. There's the key card. We can't get in yet. So we're gonna use... Bowman... What do you mean there's no... Yes, there is. Use it. Yeah, I know there's a card with a key. A card with a key? A key? A card. I know there's a key card reader. Now, fucking use it. Or do I have to be actually facing the door like this? Which makes no sense whatsoever. Okay, come on now. Seriously. This is getting stupid. Okay. Fine. You know what? That's fine. You know why that's fine? Because I'll just go the long way around and go to the other door. So fuck you, game. Except that I can't. It's locked from the other side. I have to go this way. Alright, come on now, game. I didn't really mean it. I'm just... Alright, come on now, please. Oh, come on. Am I just using the wrong key? What am I doing wrong here? Is my angle just wrong? Oh no, this is stupid. No, that's too far ahead. Still too far. Okay, here we go. Return. Ah! Okay. Alright, I see what I'm doing wrong. This card reader is inaccessible. I'm supposed to use the one that's outside the elevator hall, the room that was filled with the maggots that I lit on fire. So I was doing it wrong, folks. I was doing it wrong. What else is new? Huh. Boy, do I feel dumb. I mean, I feel super dumb. There's the card reader. Oh, look at that. It accessed when I swiped the Bowman's card. Oh, look at that. Even though I could have accessed it from the other side, because the game is a dick. I don't know why it was being dickish like that. It makes no sense. It should have worked just fine. But you know what? It's okay. You know why it's okay? Because this is still a good game, and now that I know this, I'm not going to make the mistake on the consequent playthroughs. Oh god. Yeah, I'm going to burn these down myself, thank you. And there's still another one coming. I'm going to back up. Maybe. Back up, back up, back up, back up. And I'm not sure how well Firefly rounds are going to work against those things, so let's use a little energy shot, huh? Oh dear. Pretty well with energy shot, I'd say. Now we can get into the operating room. Ah. That is another form of stalker enemy. It is just like a suckler Ceph in that it will explode when you get too close. All it can do is lay there and wait for you to get close enough to touch it. You don't go down easy, do you? Whoops. I pulled the trigger at the wrong time. Well, I should deal with you first. Nah. Okay, you need to die now. Come on. Is that everybody? No, it's not. I know that sound. I really should switch back to the M4. Hey, wait a minute. Doesn't this room look familiar? This is the room that little girl was in. So she was real. What's this? X-ray of a skull. Implant in the brain. 15 months. This is all very strange. Laboratory equipment. Laser scalpels? You used to have nightmares about laser scalpels? They shouldn't have even existed when this game came out. I mean, I know they're around now. Endoscope. Oh, an endoscope. That's for, like, going down your throat and stuff. Ampules and blood. And a ringer solution. That, boys and girls, that's the wrong button, is the reason why I went on ahead and used that cola. But I'm not going to use that just yet. Instead, I'm going to put in its place the other MP boost. No, I'm not. I'm going to put the other recovery 2 in there. Before we go on, though, I do want to unlock this door. Just because. telling me I can't use you over here, even though I clearly could. That was bullshit. Lab coat. Not that going stealthy is going to help in this matter. Ugh, no thank you. That is the other place in the game where you can find this without buying it. And then there's a hand washing station, nothing unusual here. This, boys and girls, is the laboratory. This is the other place in the game where we can find not only a telephone, but a box to store our equipment. An incubator. Cultural flask inside with labels. Eve. Eve? Aya? That is weird. Optical microscope, nothing of interest there. What's this? Breaking the Fate Keeper computer virus. Install cloud antivirus. Block all outside mail. For more info, see Ares Volume 9 on the desk. Okay, I recognize this. This latch will keep the... Yeah. Anything in here? There is absolutely nothing in there. That's fine. But I do recognize this. A clean bench. And I recognize this. Let's see. Terminal's been left on. Oh, let's see what we can get. Wait a minute. Melissa Maya. I think... Is that the password, maybe? If that is the password, then what's so unusual about that? Melissa Maya. Keypad. Start pushing buttons. Melissa-Maya. There we go. This must have that Fate Keeper virus on it. But here's the thing that's unusual. They have cell cultures called Eve and Aya. Melissa Maya. Melissa is the name of the creature that became Eve in the first game, the being that Aya ended up fighting across the entirety of Manhattan for 4 days. And Maya is the name of Aya's twin sister, who died when they were children. So why do these people have that information? Let me see, I'm looking for some kind of tech manual or something. Row of terminals, nothing of interest. Anything? Come on, one of these has to have what I'm looking for. Maybe back here. Anything? Oh, wait. Hey, you know what? That one bunk back upstairs. That one guy that had all those tech manuals and such. I'll bet he's got something. But before we go, I kind of want to take a look at all this. An incubator monitor. A life support system. So, what all is in here? Number 3. Filled with nutrient solution. What? A fetus bound to artificial... And this one's more like... almost like a mermaid, I would say. And what's in here? Filled with nutrient solution. What are these people up to? Well, I think the best thing for us to do is to find answers. We're gonna find it on that terminal. But before we can do any of that, we gotta crack this Fate Keeper virus thing. And I know just how to do it. Upstairs. We gotta go back upstairs, and we can go by the elevator hall, too. That's the best part. Way faster, way more efficient than going up and around. Some very strange goings-ons around here. But why is this one so well lit as opposed to the other one? I don't understand that. Wait a minute, that's the weapons locker. I don't want to go there. This is where I want to go. Let's see. Ah, yeah, here we go. There's that magazine we were looking for. Let's see. Aries September issue. An internet magazine, special issue, detecting and preventing next-gen viruses. Next-gen viruses, the next-generation computer virus Fate Keeper. This virus is actually a kind of worm that opens a hole in password protection and automatically changes the passwords it finds. The worm duplicates itself over email messages, so once an infection is detected, it's usually too late. Fortunately, the worm announces its arrival by displaying an animated caterpillar graphic on the screen, so you know you've been hit and can move on to damage control. Once it enters the system, the worm works its insidious brand of magic by rearranging the letters of the passwords it finds in alphabetical order. Letters appearing more than once are displayed with the letter and the number of times it appears. For example, the password CBABC would change to AB2C2. Oh, so it goes in alphabetical and numeric order. A only appears once, so it goes A, and then it goes to B. But B appears twice, so BB, and so on. To top it off, the worm displays the original password on the screen just to taunt the user. Gee, thanks. Alright, we can crack this code. Yeah, should be pretty easy. So we just go in alphabetical and numerical order. Back to B2, please. say E56? That don't make no sense to me, Captain. Alright, Fate Keeper Virus, bring it on. I'm ready. Also, Cloud Antivirus Program. Obviously another reference to Final Fantasy VII. Or I should say the first, no, second. Alright. Going in alphabetical order, we start with the letter A. And A appears 3 times. So, password would be A3. There's A, B, C, D, E. E only appears once. F, G, H, I. There's the I. It only appears once. J, K, L. It only appears once. M, which appears twice, so M2. N, O, P. Q, R, S. There's S, and it appears 2 times. T, U, V, W, X, Y. And that should be it. Alright, level E. I can do it. I can dig it. Alright, let's see. Let's start with bulletin board. There might be some... Alright. Laboratory. Alright. The main files, perhaps. Well, the only thing available is the visitor program. Follow the answering for verification purposes? Which agency... Why would that question be there? Well, it's not the CDC. That's the Center for Disease Control. And the CIA is more... okay. What's the name given to the theory that humankind's origin lay in one ancestral species in Africa? That, if you played the first game, would be Mitochondria Eve. Which method alters genes by delivering DNA via an artificial virus? That's a vector. Yeah, Kyle was talking about that before. Now, the questions that are posted there are actually random, so you don't necessarily count on knowing those. But if you've played the games, then you'll know them well enough. Alright. Well, I'm pretty sure I know. Experimental life... Neoteny. Second Neoteny plan? Wait, that means there was a first Neoteny plan? You gotta type faster, Aya. Harnesses the evolutionary potential of neomitochondria to revitalize the human race. What? Obtain sample neomitochondria with latent power equal to or greater than that responsible for the New York incident. So something stronger than Eve. Administer sample to a test subject. Redesign subject's genetic profile. To explore... Huh. So this is about planning evolution and the survival of mankind. So they did get a sample, but from who or what? I was right. The A&MCs did rise up and escape. If they formed an insurrection, then that means A&MCs are smarter than they look. When did they get a sample from Aya? That means all of these creatures. The world? Pierce, how did you know I was here? I don't like it when you laugh like that. I will kill you. I will kill you slowly. Yes, thank you. He must have snuck in after us. It's the only thing that makes sense. He followed us. So now we have to go make sure our idiot friend is alive. I'm going to go ahead and save over this spot here. Pierce, Pierce, Pierce. What am I going to do with you? Indeed. Also, a few more enemies have cropped up. Oh, the map filled out. Well, that was nice. Now, the good news is, we're going to have to move through multiple floors from here on out. So, A and MC hotspots are still going to crop up, but they're not going to be as widespread. Well, I mean, obviously, they are pretty widespread right now, because there's one here in the elevator hole right outside, and then we go up a floor, and then there's one way up there in that corner randomly, and then there's one over here in the secret passage. We'll have to deal with that next time. We'll take care of those last 3 hotspots, and then we're going to go beat Pierce about the head and shoulders with whatever we can lay a hand to. I'm thinking that chair. I'm liking the look of that chair hitting Pierce.